Happy holidays, everyone. Christmas is a week away and I've been insanely busy working on Sandripper, but I wanted to make a little video talking about how it's been going this past month and a half. I've been learning and working on a much higher level than with Rogue North, I'd say. A big reason for that is definitely the frequency of playtests. Since the last devlog a month ago, I've pushed 6 major updates to the game, and with each update, 30 to 40 people give it a shot, finding bugs and voicing their opinions.
Using that so much. Oh, I didn't mean to do that!
This is by far the hardest I've worked on any game, and it feels super good to have people actually engage with the game. While not everything in the game is perfect, it's so much better than even just a month ago. Some of the notable developments are a finished score system, hundreds of bug fixes and quality of life improvements, actual menus, settings, and achievements like a real game, more weapons to use and more combinations, and a major overhaul to upgrades, making that whole system way more interesting with more synergies and variety. The score system has been by far the most interesting problem to solve throughout the entire development process. Sandripper has been trying to be two seemingly opposing genres at the same time, roguelite and classic arcade. The roguelite aspects being randomized weapon spawns, upgrades, and enemies, with the replayability coming from this high amount of randomness. And classic arcade being predictable, masterable score hunting, with its replayability leaning heavily on being able to memorize the ins and outs of the game. Working through this strange issue has honestly improved the game pretty dramatically, pushing a lot of the bullshit out of the game and making every system feel tighter and more skillful. But I like me some randomness. Nuclear Throne and Deep Rock Galactic are the biggest inspirations for the game after all, with each run giving you new bite-sized adventures. So how do I appease both types of people? Well, give the score hunters their own game mode, basically. Every week, one entire run is generated beforehand and playable by everyone. The dice roll for every enemy spawn, upgrade, and weapon is pre-decided, with every person who plays this mode all experiencing the same series of events. Anybody can climb this weekly leaderboard for the duration of that week before the board is then wiped and a new run is generated. This separate, more predictable game mode I stole from Nuclear Throne lets any hardcore score hunter spend the time to properly master a chunk of the game. But what about the regular mode? All that randomness would surely make the game unfair at times. Yeah, it's unavoidable that the stars can align for one person and not another, regardless of skill. So the regular scoreboard will wipe every day to make the general competition more chill and less cutthroat. This regular mode also being endless should make survival as strong a reward as raw score. So that's what I'm working on right now. Weekly mode, regular mode, some new weapons and enemies. My sights are still set on an end of January release, but don't be surprised if it gets pushed into mid-February. Getting closer to the finish line is very stressful, I gotta be honest, but the day this game releases will be an incredible milestone for me. Some of you may know this, but Sandripper will be my first finished game after 6 whole years of working nearly every day on various projects. And the goal is it will be the first of many to come. But my ambitions for a career in game development are not feasible, unfortunately. So after Sandripper, I'm going to be shuffling my life around a little bit. But I'll still make time for game development. I got way too many game ideas to let them go to waste. So join the new Discord server or follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Reddit to stay in the loop. I don't need any more playtesters right now, but feel free to be part of the community ahead of the game's launch. And I gotta give a big thank you to everyone who's supported my ambitions over the years. You know who you are, so thank you for sticking around. And I'll see you all at launch.